Here are a few interesting moments from my experiences gifting Sasquatch. I am aware some people are all for this, and some are against it. These are simply my experiences, which were all positive. I can say that they almost never took everything I put out, and when there were short periods of time I wasn't able to offer gifts, I never sensed any problem. My interpretation after doing this for a little while is that they are intelligent people who do understand and not wild animals. The first items I put out were animal crackers, peanut butter, a soccer ball, and a bunch of ripe bananas. This was the first thing that happened after a little time, perhaps a week or so, of nothing being touched. So here's how I found the bananas. I left 3. And they're like this at a gifting spot. It actually looks like they were peeled and eaten. Wow. There's just one more careful, slow video. Just because I know this is all gonna rot, and if there's anything telling about looking at this, then see if we can pick it out by just going over it carefully. I mean, it's pretty amazing that all the peels are pretty much left intact. It's not even ripped off the bunch, which is pretty wild. But hopefully that's enough. I was excited and spoke with a friend who is experienced in this. We determined this was likely raccoons. This is what I found one of the next times out soon after. I also added a small bag of marbles. So it looks like something ripped the bag open, and I'm not seeing any animal crackers. I was rather excited here as well. I was told you will know it is them when the animal cracker bag is rather neatly ripped and the banana peels are gone. Here is what I found of the bananas. I'm not really seeing anything but that. I'm gonna take a look around, because last time I found the whole banana peels. Here's a little tiny piece of peel there. And that right there. I'm also looking at this bag of marbles, and I took 4 out. And it seems to me there's a lot less in here. And actually, that thing was kind of ripped off there. I poked a little hole somewhere in it to let a couple out, and now this whole label is ripped. Soon after, all the marbles were gone, and I couldn't find more than maybe 1 or 2 on the ground. Now back to the bananas and the animal cracker bag. I'm finding the tops of them are right here. The last time the top was attached to all 3 of the peels. This time it's like I'm not seeing the bananas anywhere. Just taking a look at the smudge of like banana on the animal cracker bag here. Like something had a little banana in one hand when it was ripping it open. I offered some apple pies with no sugar added. I consistently found them with the expiration stickers neatly torn off. Those expiration stickers are not so easy to tear off that plastic. Also, sometimes the tins would be placed back in the box. Here are some examples how I found the pies. At this point, I had already established Sasquatch were enjoying them. But we know who got the pies for sure, because there's one, and here's one put back in the box. And right next to it is this. By the way, I tried myself doing that to one of those receipts, and it's not easy to rip those like that. Here's another one. And similarly, and I had just expressed how I love this. And there's two of them. It's bent in half and put back in the box. And as I walked up, I saw this right next to it. Incredible. Here, a branch came crashing down from a ways away. I interpreted this as them saying hello. It happened almost immediately after I started filming. Holy crap. I went to take a look to see if I could find what fell. Quite sure this has to be the one that just fell. Pretty big log. You can see there, here. But you can also see like that little piece of wood there, a couple there, one there. It's splintered, so pretty awesome. Of course, perhaps it simply fell of its own accord. It wouldn't have been the first time something like that happened, or second, nor third. Sometimes I would find nuts I left as an offering sitting on the forest floor with just a few gone. Up here it looks like somebody opened and maybe tried a couple of the raw walnuts and left them, which in itself is quite remarkable out in the forest to have a thing of open mixed nuts. Open nuts just left. Over time, I did notice interestingly placed items, such as this pie tin underneath the stick. I started thinking it was perhaps intentional. Here's another pie tin, and the box for that one is here. These are just a few interesting moments. I didn't jump quickly to conclusions, as I was sharing my experiences with someone who has years of gifting experience. I am simply sharing these experiences for anyone who is interested in this. Thanks for spending some of your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any experience with this, leave a comment. I would love to hear about it. Thanks for watching.